The 13th. Have you ever had that feeling that the 13th is not your day? Let me tell you what happened on May 13th, 1962. My sister was downstairs making French fries. They were sitting on the stove when I came down, and she's out in the front yard with her girlfriend sunbathing. Well, I ran out and I said, Dawn, you got to keep an eye on those fries. They can cause a fire. She said, don't worry about it, I will. Now I took the rest of my brothers and sisters, 8 of them, down to play baseball a couple houses down. Half hour later, here comes my sister running over the hill. Tim, there's a fire. Yeah, right, Dawn. She said, no, there's really a fire. So I come running over the hill, and sure enough, there's flames licking the walls outside the kitchen and dining room window. The fire department showed up a little while later, as did the press. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. But the press wanted to talk to me and ask me all about it, and I said, well, no, I wouldn't talk to the press. Big mistake. Mom and Dad came home that night, and we saw the car coming down the road. They'd just been on a first 2-day holiday in the last 20 years. And it's nighttime, and Dad's car is speeding up because he can see there's no lights on in the house. And when you got 10 kids, there's lights on in the house. He pulls into the driveway and run over the car and said, the kids are all right. The kids are all right. My mother gets out of the car and said, my kids. And the neighbors are starting to crowd around her, all wanting to say it's going to be okay, that sort of thing. And she looks at this. She doesn't want this. She just looks at the house and says, I didn't like the damn place anyway. That was my mom. She was like that. The next day in the paper, family of 10 homeless. Whoa. And then this story. French fries were left on the stove and forgotten about, causing the fire at the Ricky's home in Elmhurst, Illinois. The fire was caused because the son, Tim Ricky, me, oh my God, I'll tell you what, my friends wouldn't talk to me. Things happened on the 13th. Then again, a couple years later, on Friday the 13th in March of 1964, I got a letter from the President of the United, well, matter of fact, I have it right here. Let me read it to you. Greetings. Hey, wow. You are hereby ordered to report for duty to Fort Knox, Kentucky on April 1st at 0600 hours for your obligation in the military service. Oh, great. I'm drafted on Friday the 13th and I'm sworn in on April Fool's Day. This was not looking good. 2 weeks later, I sprained my ankle in training. 13th, by the way. And then many years later, actually, I was married on the 13th to my first wife. And then on the 13th of just a few years ago, I was speaking in front of my Toastmaster Club off the cuff because it was a short speaker. And I thought, what am I going to talk about? I'll talk about what I just told you, the 13th stories. Then I finished the speech by saying, you know, what can possibly go wrong on the 13th on a day like this in August? It's a beautiful day, a little humid, but it's Florida, right? Well, on the way home, I got a ticket for speeding. And Charlie the Hurricane came through that night. You can imagine what that's about. But there's something wonderful happened on the 13th. The 13th of Friday, 1970. I got a call. Mr. Ricky, this is the adoption agency. We have a daughter for you. Thank you.